Next on News Center 4, the assault weapon that spread death in a Bay Area high-rise. Our Target 4 Night Beat.
The anatomy of a murder weapon.
The TEC-9 semi-automatic pistol was unknown in the United States before 1981. That's when a small company in Miami started stamping them out at bargain basement prices. By 1989, it had become the assault weapon most frequently traced to crimes in this country. The pistol fires as fast as you can pull the trigger. It was the most recent model of this gun that a real estate speculator named John Luigi Ferri would bring with him to San Francisco. These are pictures of Ferri just 2 weeks before the shootings at 101 California Street, practicing in the Mojave Desert, apparently with his brand new version of the TEC-9 called the TEC-9.
No. You sit down there and you finish your lunch. Come
If
on.
you think you've seen this gun before, you probably have. The TEC-9 has been featured in several films. Most recently, the movie Falling Down.
I'm the bad guy?
In a chilling foreshadowing of John Luigi Ferri, Michael Douglas plays a middle-aged character who turns on the world in a homicidal rage. We don't know if the California Street killer saw the Michael Douglas movie. We do know that a month after the movie came out, Ferri went to this Las Vegas pawn shop and bought a TEC-9. He bought a second one from a gun show in that city with a local gun dealer handling the paperwork. Ferri was just one of many enamored with the gun. The TEC-9's scary appearance and cheap price have made it particularly popular among criminals. The gun's manufacturer, the Miami company called Intratec, highlights the gun's appeal with promotional calendars like this one. Intratec even boasts some models come with a special coating resistant to fingerprints. Target 4 talked to the man who sold Ferri one of his 9mm semi-automatic weapons, like this one. He said Ferri seemed perfectly normal. The salesman had to explain how to cock the weapon, where the safety was, how to fire the gun. He also explained the warranty on this weapon. He charged Ferri $200. One of the people who knows what it's like to be on the wrong end of the gun is Florida lawman Bill Lee, who was shot in the leg by a TEC-9.
When he started shooting, he just shot and shot and shot. I said, Jimmy, he's got a TEC-9. I mean, to this day, I can't tell you why I knew what it was, but I knew immediately, because there's a lot of them on the street.
No one could know what John Luigi Ferri was planning to do with his version of the TEC-9 when these pictures were taken in the Mojave Desert. But what began as practice ended in bloody reality in a high-rise tower in San Francisco just a few weeks later. In San Francisco, I'm Greg Lyon on the Night Beat.
Well, you know by now the ease with which Ferri was able to get his hands on that kind of weapon has prompted renewed calls for gun control, and more about that tomorrow night at 5 and 10, and also more about how Ferri was able to use a weapon the state legislature in effect voted to ban in California. There's